Okay, what do we have here today?
Let's see. Oh, it's hot. Wait a second. It's plenty hot. Here you go. What do you think we have?
Looks like a fish hot pot.
It's a whole fish hot pot. So we're gonna finish the fish first. Then we're gonna have the vegetable, do the hot pot style.
We got all this delivered from Chinatown, Flushing, New York. They deliver the trays, and then we provide
The fire.
We provide the fire and the little cradle, which I had to go to get at Party City today.
And costumes for the kids.
And costumes for the kids. But it looks and smells absolutely delicious. We're waiting for it to still heat up. So,
See you in a couple minutes.
see you in a little bit.
Let's eat.
Awesome. I'm starving.
There's a surprise for you.
Oh, jeez. What's at the bottom of this delicious meal? I can only find out.
Next we'll have fish head. It's supposed to have whole fish. Let me take this.
Oh, wow.
Oops.
Oh,
No. No, my fish. Okay. Now what else here? Look. The fish belly.
no. Oh, the belly of the fish.
Now be careful with the bone. I hate it. And I have a surprise in that for you. You discover for yourself. I don't want to pack up.
Oh, that's spicy for you?
Cool.
Alright, that's fine.
Oh,
That's the tripe. Yes. That's tripe?
the beef stomach.
Beef stomach, yeah.
It's my favorite. I like it. And let me get some soup. Could be spicy. Who knows? Let's see. I don't want to pack it.
Here you want to get your soup from the hot pot inside your bowl. With extra flavor, a little dipping action going there. And I'm gonna get my stuff going. Alright, so see what I can find in here. Some fish. And this one. Fish.
Oh, here's the fish.
Nice and steamy. Super tender.
What's under that? Potato?
Potato. Now, potatoes, when you're in the hot pot, potato in the hot pot, very dangerous. They soak up all the liquid out of the hot pot, all the spice. So, be careful with those. It's very hidden spice inside them. It's like a treasure chest.
We don't know what's in there.
You keep digging in the bottom. And look at all this delivered.
Why don't you try this one?
What's
This.
What's that? What's this?
Why don't you a ball?
Okay. Alright. I think my plate is full. This is whole fish hot pot delivered from Flushing to Manhattan. We have, and what type of fish is it, do you know?
I don't know.
I have no idea what kind of fish it is.
I picked the most expensive one in the menu.
And this place only has one thing on the menu, so it is what it is, I guess. There is, usually they use carp. I don't know if it's a carp or not.
Can you tell from this hat?
I can't tell from the head whether it's
You sure you
carp.
want to call your dad? Maybe he knows. Maybe we should ship this to your dad and he figured out.
He probably knows. My dad fishes a lot, so we probably know which one it is. But it is it looks delicious. We got our bowls ready, and let's dive in and see how it is.
Fish are very flavor.
The fish is full of the Sichuan flavor. You get the peppercorns, the chili oil, and actually it's crispy.
I think they fried it.
They definitely fried the fish first. They definitely fry the fish first before they put it into the soup base. I've seen that done on a few cooking shows that we watch. Basically, they take it in the wok. They fry it first, get it extra crispy. Then they put it in the soup base. A lot of us think that makes it soggy. It does not. They might do a twice fry. I've seen that done a lot of times with the twice fries.
I don't think you are right.
What?
They fry the fish so make it crispy and hard surface.
Yeah.
It keep the meat in the middle tender.
And do they fry it again afterward?
No, that's not deep fried. This is not deep fried fish.
Okay.
It's still tender. The meat is still tender, right? Tried it.
It's tender. It is.
Like just the surface.
Yeah, spice got me.
You just had one bite.
So it's not like a spice that like you feel hot on it. It's just like shocks you a little bit, and you breathe it in, and that pepper gets inside your back of your throat and gets you right away. So I'm gonna jump the gun a little bit and gonna try the potato. Usually I save this to the end, but
I see.
if the fish is this good, the potato has to be even better.
Full of flavor.
Oh my god. That might be, and this is weird saying, the best potato I've ever had in my life. That is, it has a little bit of a crisp to it. It has a little bit of oil in it. But the flavor is unmatched. It's so good, right?
First of all, it's not potato.
Oh, is that potato?
It's a radish. But the flavor, you're right.
If McDonald's put those radishes inside a red box, I would eat it very happily.
It's good.
I would say I'm loving it real fast because that is actually super, super delicious.
You want to give another try?
I'm gonna find me another radish. So this is how the fish looks here. I don't know if it's gonna look good on the camera, but
That's not fish.
no. What is this? It's a fish.
That's not fish. Let me try it. It's
fish.
radish.
Oh, it is radish. I heard the crunch.
That's what you're looking for anyway.
That's what I was looking for. I want some more fish too. So excuse me if I'm on the camera. It's like a food review. When we're out in the restaurants, we'll do a bunch of shots when we do the recipes. We do a bunch of shots. This, you want to see how good the stuff is. Got my radish again. Radish is really
Try
good.
your radish.
And the fish is the radish again. My God, it's so good. The fish, I'm telling you, this is and I'm not. I'll be honest. I am not the biggest fan of fish. She knows it. We'll go out to Chinese restaurants. She'll get fish, or she'll make fish at home, and I'm not a huge fan of fish. Tuna, yeah, sushi, that kind of
Salmon,
stuff.
yeah.
Salmon, but just a regular fish, boiled or steamed, something
Especially
like that.
you don't know what type of fish it is.
So I don't know what type of fish it is. I grew up, we fried everything. My dad would go fishing on a Saturday morning, come home, fry it up. After about 100 times of that happening, it's like, I'm tired of fish, I don't fish anymore. So I didn't grow up eating fish a lot. Crab, those kind of things, that's different. But this has no fishy taste whatsoever.
True.
It tastes just like you would think a hot pot would taste, which is great. It's like that Szechuan spice. Your mouth just waters when the sauce when the soup base hits your tongue. It's almost like, and this is the best way to describe it. It's an alkaline taste a little bit. It's not metallic. It's almost like alkaline a little bit, where you put a battery on your tongue and your tongue starts watering. It's very similar to that, but it is absolutely delicious. I would do this again very quickly. So, what is this here?
It's a surprise to you.
So she always gives me surprises. I would tell you one time in Shanghai, they didn't tell me what I was eating, and
that's our wedding trip.
Yeah, we went for our wedding in Shanghai, and they didn't tell me what I was eating, and it looked just like, I don't know, like a fried donut. I'm like, oh, awesome, get a fried donut. It wasn't a fried donut. So I put it in my mouth, and I'm like, oh, this tastes good, but something smells really weird, and I'm thinking, what the hell, what's going on here? Then when we told, I keep tasting, I'm like, something really stinks. And we're in that village where it's like you got a canal there. I'm like, okay, so maybe we're close to the end where they, put their waste out, whatever it is. No, they gave me stinky tofu, and it plays with your senses. You taste it, and it tastes fine. It tastes like fried tofu. It's like, oh, it's like not that not bad. But then your nose smells something completely different, and that is the weirdest sensation in food. With your mouth tastes something, but your nose smells something different. Not a fan. It's an acquired taste. Like I said, we're two different people when it comes to a lot of the food taste, and that's what makes us work with it. But yeah, she likes it. Not for me. It's an acquired taste. So I'm going to dip this back in a little bit. See what it is. Tastes like tofu. Is it like colored tofu?
It's tofu made of pork blood.
Well, if this is pork blood, which I'm guessing by her little grin, it is pork blood. It's congealed pork blood, which I've seen in different Chinese dishes. This is actually very good. So I want to go a little closer here and see if, I don't know if you can see that. They're a little bit too close, but
it's so cool with all the flavor, right? Just like vegetable.
So how do they do the pork blood? How does it come looking like tofu?
I don't know. I just buy them.
We just buy it. I mean,
it's like ask me how to raise a chicken. I don't know. I just buy it.
I would say that is the cleanest pork blood I've ever had. There's no irony taste to it, because I think I've had pork blood before. I've tried it in China, and I didn't like it. It's almost like a livery type of thing. Like it's just weird. But this is almost like softened tofu, and it has no irony taste whatsoever.
Shouldn't.
But it has a different texture. So what they're doing here, they're playing with textures, which is great.
Let me try one.
You got the crispy fish with this tender inside. You have the radish, which has a very crunchy exterior and gets you with a burst of flavor inside with all the oil that it traps in. And then you got the pork blood, which gives you that softened tofu type of feel to it, and just has all the flavor in there. So this is actually really, really good.
Will you try again?
I would definitely try again. Even the pork blood, that was definitely a surprise for me. You can always dip in your veggies in there. Like we steamed these prior to. You can always like dip these in and put the mushrooms and stuff like that inside. But I want to get some more fish here. What's up?
I'll help you.
Oh.
And to use a chopstick. This
Okay.
maybe here.
Oh, good. So the stomach. Let me get somebody. Let's see. It's all got edited out. Actually, I won't edit it out. You alright? It happens all the time. Here we have. This is the beef stomach. It is chewy. but with the flavor of the hot pot, it's something that you would want to keep chewing. And that is the best way I can describe that. How's your pig blood?
That's the best thing in the whole bowl. I love it.
So Lisa has a full bowl of everything in there.
I had the fish.
Fish, got some garlic in there.
The fish cheek, which is the best part.
Yes. So, when I bet it's widely known by chefs and those kind of things, but in case you didn't know, the cheek portion of the fish is the best part. It's almost like if you go out for sushi, the fatty tuna part. That is what the cheek is onto a regular fish. We'll go after some more of the beef stomach. Again, it's one of my favorite parts. I'm used to eating it at dim sum all the time. This is obviously not the dim sum version you would get. Usually dim sum's prepared a lot differently. This one has the hot pot base in it, which makes it super spicy, but it is absolutely delicious. There's a lot of textures on here, which I love. Gives you a little bit of a chew, but it's something you want to keep chewing because of the flavor that's there. The best thing about hot pot is you can put almost anything you want inside of it, and it's still going to be good. Oh my god, it's spicy. It is not COVID, it's spice. It is really, really good. So, again, it's not a mouth tongue spice, it is a back of the throat spice. Again, I keep saying that in other videos because it's tough to explain if you never had hot pot before. It is the Sichuan peppercorns. If you ever bite into one, it makes your whole mouth go numb. And it's a feeling that you should always have at least once in your life, but you never want to have it when you're having hot pot because it will ruin the rest of your meal, at least for a while. This is the pig's butt. I'm going to try it again. See if it's just as good as the first time. It is so silky. And you get a little bit of like a bite when you first bite into it. Like it's almost like breaking a barrier. And then it's just silky right after that.
So we almost finished the fish. A little bit left, but now there's a lot of room to add more stuff in. I like to add some vegetable, let them cook through.
What you got there?
I have the mushroom.
What type of mushrooms are these?
I don't know.
Enoki mushrooms. Look at that. I even knew that. I think it's enoki mushrooms. I saw a bag. You go to the Chinese supermarket and the mushroom aisle literally is a whole aisle in of itself. So that is it's type of mushroom. I'm going to say enoki, but that's my
I think you're right.
Yeah. And then you have the Napa cabbage, which is Chinese cabbage.
No, it's not Chinese cabbage. Chinese cabbage are different. Chinese cabbage is round.
So what is this?
It's cabbage.
It's Napa cabbage. I see that in the supermarket.
What happened?
The beef, something again.
Want some rice?
Now she gonna do rice.
It comes with it. It's free.
Rice is one of your best friends when you're eating spicy stuff. People usually grab milk or beer, water. Rice. Takes all the spice away. Rice is naturally soaks things up. So imagine soaking up all the oil, hot oil, on your tongue. More beef stomach. Now I got water. Not because it's spicy, because I'm thirsty.
I don't think sparkling water helps the situation. The spice gonna spread out the whole mouth and bubbling.
I was thirsty. It wasn't because of the spice, I was just thirsty. Some more of the fish. Doesn't have a texture of the fish. It's like almost like a very tender beef.
We still don't know what kind of fish it is.
We should find out. We should call them. Find out what kind of fish this is. I mean, that's the best way to describe the way they cook this fish, and it's probably because of that fry first technique. The inside is so tender. I mean, it's not flaky like. A lot of people think like, oh, the fish should be flaky. It's okay, but when the fish has almost like a tenderness to it, like a beef stew or something you cook for a long time.
We fried it, and the hot surface protect the meat. Then you soak to the oil, slowly cook it for hours, and the meat soak all the flavor, but the texture never changed.
So I'm gonna get some mushrooms here, my enoki mushrooms. Now the thing with vegetables, just like with radish, it should soak up all the flavor from the hot pot. And you can play with different textures. That's the beauty of hot pot. You can't do it wrong. You can add whatever you like. You like this type of vegetable, put it in there. I don't know. You can put carrots in there if you want. I wouldn't do it, but the point is made. You could do whatever you want inside the hot pot. So this is enoki.
Vegetable doesn't have too much flavor. The only way to make vegetable taste good is to mix with the soup and other protein. That's why it works perfect with hot pot.
And I mean, and usually it's just us, but hot pot is a great family meal. Get a group of your friends together. I've been to hot pots restaurants with 8 of my friends. We've been with huge families in China. That we have 10, 12 people at a table, all doing the hot pot, and it is great. This is a little bit different than we usually do. Usually we have the mild side, the hot side. The mild side usually your pork bone base or a chicken base, whatever you want to do for it. The hot side is the same beef broth or pork, whatever you want to use, but then they add all the chilies, so the Chinese chilies and the Sichuan chili, Szechuan peppercorns. So this is a little bit different, but the flavor is still there and it's still a very good meal overall. Alright guys, we had a great meal here. I mean, the hot pot was delicious, the fish was delicious, radish, apparently radishes are really delicious too. We had the vegetables, which were amazing with all the hot pot flavor. The fish and the pig blood, by far the best I've ever had, and I've had we've had a lot of food experience going around.
You had a lot. I had all.
Yes. So again, we want to thank you guys for joining us today, and when you get a chance, support your local restaurants. This was from Flushing, delivered to here in Manhattan. They need help right now, so always try to help out whenever you can. Order out, have some fun with it, mix it up with the kids, those kind of things. Are we all done today?
I think so. I'm full.
I am full. I'm gonna hit the bed, and we are done. Have a great day, guys.